Hi, my name is Adam, and I don't know what's happening to me. I'm just a guy who works a 9 to 5, lives in a little one-bedroom apartment with my dog. The best way I could describe my life is normal. So I don't know why this is happening. A while ago, I began to hear this, well, as the title says, a clicking. At first, I thought it was just some weird ear infection, but it was too exact, if that makes sense. It just seemed so familiar, but I just couldn't figure out what it was. At first, it was just like white noise, something I really only noticed when I wasn't doing anything. But it just got louder, and it started to pound on my head, making my temples throb, making my whole being almost jump, and it was always there. When I wake up, click. When I'm driving to work, click. When I'm walking my dog, click. Trying to go to bed to get away from this noise. A few days in is when it started getting unbearable. I couldn't take it anymore. My doctor said there's nothing wrong with me, only prescribed me some sleeping pills so I can get at least a few precious hours of sleep. The medication my psychologist put me on did nothing. I honestly didn't know what to do. I don't even know what was driving me more up the wall, the constant noise that is driving itself into my consciousness, or the fact that I know I have heard this noise before. I knew I have heard this somewhere before. I just couldn't figure it out. I dug through my search history, old DVDs I had laying around, paid more attention to noises I have in my life in between the clicks, but there was nothing in my life that gave me any clue on this God-forsaken noise. But the clicking just got so much worse. It was like a drum line right next to my ear. It must have been every 30 seconds I heard that damn clicking. I can't go to work. I took my dog to my parents because I can't focus on taking care of him. The only thing I can focus on, or rather the only thing my mind will let me focus on, is this noise. I begged over the phone to everyone I can, but they all gave me the same solutions as everyone else. I've been through the medical ringer with this. Anti-hallucinogens, therapy, sensory deprivation chambers, even hypnotic treatment, but nothing worked. But 2 days ago, I made a kind of breakthrough. I've had so many sleepless nights and have essentially become an insomniac even with the sleeping pills. I had enough and just wanted to get just one good night's rest so I can get some of my lost sanity back. So I took a few pills, more than I should have. I wasn't trying to kill myself, I really wasn't, but I took a lot of those pills. After a bit, I started to get really lightheaded. My vision started to go black and I collapsed. And just for a few short, precious moments, the clicking stopped. I finally had one little moment of silence before I threw up and passed out. I woke up covered in a pile of my own vomit more than half a day later, with the clicking still in my ear. Even after being on the footsteps of death's door, the clicking only went away for a few seconds. It was still there, and it seemed like it was there to stay. Just this constant mind-bending, moral-crushing noise. Just one noise is destroying my whole life. I can't work, I can't go out, I can't talk to my family, I can't even do something as simple as take care of a dog, even though it brings me so much joy. This one simple noise has taken everything away from me. So yesterday, I bought a gun. I just bought it off some old war vet on Craigslist or Facebook or something. I can't remember, even though it was just yesterday. I looked everywhere I could. It's just some old pistol with a box of ammo that looked old enough that I assumed that it came with the gun when it was issued to him. Genuinely nice guy. We made some small talk and he asked why I wanted a gun. Obviously, I couldn't tell him why, so I gave him the most generic answer of self-protection. So when I got home, I just contemplated. Contemplated that I couldn't believe that just one noise brought me to that, but I couldn't take it anymore. It took everything away from me, and I just wanted to leave it behind and go to wherever it was I was going. But wondered if this was the way to do it. Wondered if there was any other way I can fix this. Tears started pouring down my face. I just started thinking about my family, my dog, the potential future I could have. Even that kind old vet I only talked to for 20 minutes. But when I put the barrel of that gun up to my temple that felt like it had been throbbing for my whole life, the clicking just got a bit more quiet. It felt amazing. When I cocked the hammer back, it just got even more quiet. When I put my finger on the trigger, it was just barely a whisper. I realized that this was the only way I could get peace anymore. I just wanted it to stop, no matter what it cost me. So I pulled the trigger, and again I heard that click louder, more clear than I have ever heard it. Time seemed to stop. I was thinking at the speed of light. I knew I heard the click before, and this was it. This was the clicking. I remember now. My dog wasn't actually my dog. Well, it was just from when I was a kid in my old neighborhood. My apartment was the one I lived in during college. My job was the same one my dad worked at before he retired. The old vet was my grandpa that I can barely remember. The old memory that matched up with the past few weeks of my life was the fact that I tried to put a bullet through my temple. My vision went red and then black. I lost all feeling I had in my body. Then it all came back. I was lying in a bed. The clicking was replaced with a beeping. I opened my eyes, or rather because one of them was bandaged over, to see a white room. My mom passed out with her head on my bedside. I tried to cover my eyes because it was so bright, but my arms were strapped down. I tried to move my head up, but my head started pounding. After a bit, a doctor came in. He just looked at me. I guess he was amazed I had my eyes open. After my mom hugged me and everything calmed down, he explained to me that when I tried to end my life, the gun malfunctioned and the barrel exploded and caused me to go into a coma they didn't expect me to wake up from. The shrapnel destroyed the right side of my face, took out an eye, and I still have some motor problems from the shrapnel that went into my brain. That was 2 years ago, and I still have no idea what those few weeks were. Hell? My own guilt trapping me in some fucked up dream? If I died, would that be my eternity? I don't know. I don't want to know. All I do know now is that the noise was gone. It's back now. I'm scared. Someone help me. I don't want to go through this again. I don't want to die anymore.